Joining us now from Los Angeles are Dr. David Sack, CEO of the Promises Treatment Centers for people with drug and alcohol problems, and our CBS News legal analyst, Lisa Bloom. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lisa, let me begin with you and talk about the legalities of all this. First, we see California bringing charges against the doctor in the Michael Jackson case. Now we see them very publicly announcing this arrest in the Corey Haim case. They're clearly trying to send a message, aren't they?
That's right. Authorities here are taking prescription drug abuse very seriously. And our Attorney General, Jerry Brown, in this case has brought charges against one person. In the Anna Nicole case, charges were brought against two doctors and Anna Nicole's former boyfriend. I think the message is getting out there and getting out there very clearly that whether you are involved in prescription drug fraud as an identity theft individual, as a doctor who's negligently prescribing or overprescribing, or as an individual who's doctor shopping, the authorities are going to come after you.
So I wonder how many other people are nervous because the Attorney General hinted that this is part of a huge prescription drug ring, maybe more arrests to follow.
Yeah, I think what's happened was with this first arrest, they're hoping to bring someone in to talk to law enforcement. Now they have a fire lit under this person because an arrest has been made. Probably they're trying to get more information from this person against higher ups in the drug ring so they can make further arrests. But you're right, the drug ring has been called massive, and I think this is just the first arrest.
Let me move to you, Dr. Sack, and talk about the bigger problem. Why is it so easy for people to become addicted to prescription drugs?
Well, prescription drugs are narcotics. They're very similar to heroin and morphine in how they work in the nervous system. And they produce an intense sense of relaxation and euphoria, which is very attractive. What's happened, though, between 1990 and 2000 was that 4 times as many people started abusing prescription narcotics because they were more available, they were more widely prescribed, and there were fewer restrictions on them.
So what about a solution to this problem? If a doctor prescribes a prescription medication, he or she has no way of knowing how many other doctors have prescribed medicines for the same patient.
Well, you know, that's a really big problem. You know, doctors take their patients on faith. They take their word. And so if someone's going from doctor to doctor, they're not going to know it. I think that it starts by asking every patient if they have a history of alcohol problems or other drug problems, because those patients are much more likely to abuse narcotics if they're prescribed. And I think the second thing is that patients frequently will start to call doctors for early refills, and that's another indication that there may be something wrong.
So look for the warning signs. Lisa, what about
Absolutely.
legally? Is there anything on the books, a possible resolution to have some sort of national registry for prescription drugs?
That has been proposed by some people. Look, I could go to a doctor today, I could go to another doctor tomorrow, and a third doctor the day after that, and try to get the same prescription medication if I'm an addict. And the only way to really prevent that is a national registry so doctors can check in and see what this patient has from other doctors. That wouldn't prohibit people from getting the drugs fraudulently, but it would be a help. The problem on the other side of that are privacy concerns. I mean, patients, I think, are rightly concerned about having all of their drug medication out there in some kind of national registry. So that's the tension on that issue.
All right, we have to leave it there. Lisa Bloom, Dr. David Sack, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks, Maggie.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.